All right, Rankin family, welcome back to another fantastic property tour. Today, we have the good fortune of looking at the beautiful Perry Homes right here in Cross Creek Ranch in Fulshear, Texas. This is near Houston, Texas. This is the plan 4098W, the elevation 100. It's E100, but that stands for elevation, which is basically just the exterior of the property. So this one is absolutely stunning. The one thing that really caught my eye is, of course, the Juliet balcony, as well as the beautiful brick with the natural stone. They complement one another extremely well, in my opinion, and I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Now, as you can tell, we do have the beautiful candlelight lanterns right when you walk in. You have this covered front porch with the double doors and the glass panes that a lot of folks absolutely love. But we'll get you inside so that way you can see the immaculate beauty inside of this property. So as soon as you walk in, this is the first thing that you're greeted with. You're greeted with the two-story foyer, as well as the beautiful candlelight chandelier, again, that a lot of folks absolutely love. You also have the beautiful curved staircase. To the right, we have our formal dining room, beautiful lighting fixture, plenty of space. The one thing I always love about Perry Homes is they think about the little details that you wouldn't really think would matter that much, quite frankly. But like that little section over there where you can add, of course, your shelving, or if you want to add the wine storage, anything of that nature, you can certainly do so. But I really love that they give each and every room their own space. I love that as well. And as you know, especially if you've seen Perry Homes, this is certainly a fan favorite. Okay, so going inside of our study, this is our built-ins. You have your built-in beautiful cabinetry with our brushed nickel, beautiful shelving that extends from one end to the next, which I love. You have your oversized windows with our window grids that a lot of folks love. And then look at that, you have your oversized French doors walking in. So I love the large walkway that you have. Really don't have to skimp on that at all. And then of course, if you wanted to eliminate the built-ins, give you a little bit more space, you can certainly do so. Maybe you only have a small book collection, so you may, buy an aftermarket bookshelf or something of that nature. You can always do that. And of course, this is where we come in from. As you can tell, you have your little section up there for your decor, just a nice little section that you can take advantage of if that matters to you. Now, of course, continuing along, I love this little section as well. You have this little circular section that gives you plenty of ideas that you can take advantage of with furniture and anything of that nature. Okay, so the powder bath, I love that we have it sectioned off, and essentially we have it in close proximity to the great room. On the bottom, if you notice, you have that beautiful ambient lighting. You have your floating counters or cabinetry, and really the white cabinetry as well, with the beautiful high level granite countertops. Of course, right there to the right is your toilet. And then also you'll notice the wood flooring extends from each and every single room. And as you can tell to the left, I'll let you see that in a second, but that is our primary. Okay, so as soon as you walk into the great room, what you'll notice, you have your clear story windows. You also have the floor to ceiling natural stone fireplace, have that black accent. Black really makes the property stand out, in my opinion. Now, of course, this is the model home. Sometimes you'll see a model home and it's dressed to the nines. You may or may not want some of the things that come along with this one. So if that's the case, of course, you can opt for the inventory home or build from scratch. And the benefit of course, of that is you can pick out any of the upgrades and options that you can take advantage of. But look how large it is, 4,098 square feet approximately. So it really gives you the basis. Of course, on top, we have our catwalk. For the longest, I used to call it just a bridge. It looked like a nice little bridge, but I always like to find the nomenclature for you so that way I can bring a better presentation. Okay, so now going into our kitchen, first thing you're gonna notice is the stack cabinets. You have 4 separate sections where you have the glass panes, really stands out, beautiful backsplash quartz countertops, oversized island. Now you do have the sink inside of the island. So if you wanted to opt for, possibly moving that, or maybe a farmhouse sink, see about your options. Also, if you notice, you have a little coffee bar section, and the stack cabinets extends over there. Now, as you can tell from the front, you have the windows, but of course, to the right of the home would be the garage. It's currently utilized as a sales office, as you may know. But I love that we have our Whirlpool built-in stainless steel stovetop. We have 5 burners. Again, the brushed nickel hardware as well, which I love, or the brushed brass rather, that's what I meant. Brushed brass. But look at this. Plenty of space for entertaining, having all the family over, hanging out, having a good time. Now right here, you're gonna have a nice little breakfast room that you can take advantage of. Most of the time, you're probably gonna be in here 90% of the time versus the formal dining room. So that's the section that you really want inside of a home. Okay, so continuing along, this is our next bedroom. Really love the layout, the setup in here, the coziness. Now you do have the carpet in here. If you wanted to opt just to have that wood flooring continuing in here, that certainly is an option, but let me show you the full scope of the room. So I love the fact that we have over here a nice section for our chair, and just look at it. I mean, if you can really feel it in here. I love when they keep the temperature like this. Sometimes I've been in a couple homes that it was kind of hot and I was sweating. It felt like I needed to take a shower right after that, but it feels really good. They have a nice atmosphere in here. And then of course you have your attached bathroom right here. So beautiful brushed brass, quartz countertops, mirror framing, lighting fixture, walk-in shower. You got the hexagon tile flooring that continues inside of the shower flooring as well as the bathroom flooring. And then if you notice, you have the larger tiles as far as the shower surround. So the one thing I love about Perry Homes, quite frankly, is really just the simpleness of it. You know, one of the things that you'll notice in here is that they don't need to get so fancy just because the product speaks for itself. And of course, with the production builder, you know, they have the luxury of doing so because they've already built the reputation. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I love the placement of this one. You have it off to the right. That way you can take advantage of that. And then of course you'll have the other primary across the hall. How y'all doing? All right, and so we'll take a look at this section. So if you notice, the coffee bar extends again over here. And then to the left would be our mud room, and then as well as our pantry right here. So that would be sectioned off. You'll just have your full-on garage. And then that way, you know, you have your 3-car. If you wanted to opt for something a little bit bigger, you know, Perry Homes, ton of different plans that you can take advantage of. I mean, gosh, there were some that, you know, just minor details, you can go ahead and change that up. If you want the primary on the opposite side, if you want maybe, you know, another study down here or something of that nature, you can certainly do so. Also, even going into our primary, if you wanted to extend this, have the high ceilings. I mean, the low ceilings gives it that cozy vibe, that cozy feeling, but maybe you want tray ceilings in here, or maybe you want higher ceilings, 12-foot ceilings, 14-foot ceilings, then, you know, a lot of those upgrades can be added to this plan. Now, what you'll notice is you have the bay windows. You have this accent wall over here to the right. Then you have a king-size bed, 2 nightstands, ensuite straight ahead. Look at the room, look at the space. Oh, for some reason, I always like to stand in this corner because it feels where you can see the full scope of the room. So don't mind me, I'll do one more pan for you and I'll be quiet. Okay, so plenty of space. Look at this. So you have standalone mirrors over here. Got your nice dresser, beautiful oversized rug as well. We have our headboard, 2 nightstands, and then you also have room on both ends. So if you wanted to add another chair over here, you can certainly do so. Okay, so continuing to our ensuite, first thing you're noticing is the white cabinetry with the black hardware. We have our tile right here, almost like a linen tile. Privacy glass over there, freestanding tub with our black faucet. And I really love that they complement one another. Also, you're gonna have your walk-in shower. Look at this, pretty large. The one thing I would add in here is the waterfall shower head. I think that would be nice, but plenty of room in here. You have your shower bench over there to the left. And again, same material tile from the bathroom floor as well as to the shower floor. That's what I really love about this. Okay, So we have a water closet over here to the left, and let's take a look at our closet. Okay. So you have a nice size closet. I love that they sectioned it off. So you have your built-in shelving over here to the right. You have a little section over here as well. And then of course, if you wanted to add your winter clothes over here, then the summer clothes down here, or something of that nature. And if you want to just extend this, you know, sometimes you may want a large closet. We always talk about that all the time. So if that is something that you want to partake in, I'm pretty sure Perry will definitely get you taken care of. And then of course you have your section over here. So I love the fact that they both are similar in nature. It's not one of those things where this side over here to the left is way more huge than the other side. So I think, you know, they definitely show love on both sides in my opinion. Look at that. Okay. So that's the full section that you have. And then of course, what I'll make sure to do is open up some of these for you, because I know sometimes I don't open these up and you may want to see inside there. See how much storage space is in there. All right, so let's continue along. We'll go ahead and take a look at our second level. This was the entire first level that you got to take advantage of and that you got to see. And really, you'll see some similarities between the model homes with Perry, which I love. So really keeping it uniform throughout. You know that you're in a Perry Homes because they have their signature styles. And that's one thing you'll also notice. And I'll take a look over the great room so you can see. And then of course, before we continue, this would be overlooking the foyer. Okay, so what we'll go ahead and do is we'll start over here to the left. First thing I'm noticing off the bat, inside of our game room is the double tray ceilings. Look at that ambiance in here. Let me get the light on for you. Oh, okay, that's the lights on. So look at that. So pool table in here, you have your picture windows as well. What I'd like to see is it opened up a little bit more. That may bring a lot more natural light inside of here. As you can tell, we don't have any recessed lights in here, but this is really going to give you an idea of it. I love that they added the carpet inside. And then also you have two closets. One's going to be to the attic and another is going to be the closet itself. And then I'll open this up if it's unlocked. It is. Oh, okay. So this is, look at this. You can utilize this as a secondary room. If you wanted to add ventilation in here, something of that nature. So, okay. So more like a flex room or something of that nature if you wanted to utilize that. So continue to the right, this is going to be our media room. Look at this. Extremely spacious inside of here. Baseboards continue. Love the fact, look at that. That's an L-shaped couch. You have extra room over here. What I like to see in here is if you were to purchase it, you probably add some theater seats in here because look at the space that you have in here. Wow. Plenty of room that you can take advantage of. Love the color palette in here. Really matches the furniture in my opinion. And then of course you have this long hallway over here as well. So continuing along, what we'll go ahead and do is take a look at our next bedroom. This is the one where you've seen outside where you had that Juliet balcony right there. So look at that. Wow. Extremely spacious. I don't know if this opens up, but it does. Okay. Well, this would be right here. You don't have too much room. A lot of it, of course, is for a show. But look at this. You can see out there. Beautiful day. Extremely hot here in Fulshear. That's the Texas weather we get. Okay, let me show you the full scope of the room. This is a nice little queen bed, 2 nightstands, nice size dresser, sitting area, and look at the walk room that you have. You don't have to worry about walking around. Now, quite frankly, if you have little toddlers or little kids, then, you know, you might have a lot of toys around. So watch your feet. You know, we've all been there where we stepped on a toy and you wanted to throw that toy away because it hurt so bad. But I love the space in here. Now, this is one of those things where if you have a full bed set, you don't have to worry about that. Just go ahead and add that in. Go to Ashley's Furniture and you'll definitely be okay. Okay, so this is going to be the shared bathroom between the bedroom as well as the media room. You have the shower tub combo, quartz countertops. You have that darker gray cabinetry. And here, you're going to have the brushed nickel. That's what brushed nickel is. I was saying brushed nickel earlier. It's the brushed brass is what I meant. But look at that. Plenty of space. Same kind of tiling that you had previously before. You'll notice that. Wow. Okay. All right, so we'll continue along and we'll take a look at the next two bedrooms and then we'll wrap it up in the backyard. Okay, next bedroom, LED ceiling fan that you notice in here, queen size bed, two mini nightstands, a tall dresser that you have. Now in here you have the window grids and then look at this. So as you can already tell, we have a Jack and Jill between the bedrooms that are adjacent from one another. But like I said, same kind of deal. You have plenty of walk room. Now, I love the fact that we have a closet that's not attached to the Jack and Jill. You know, it's interesting because whenever you have the closets inside the bathroom and the Jack and Jill, sometimes it does get tight. We'll see if the next one has it. But sometimes it does get pretty tight. So I appreciate the fact that they had the closet separate from the bathroom, especially the Jack and Jill. So in here, you'll have the lighter gray cabinetry with the chrome hardware. That's one thing you'll notice in here. Quartz countertops, wooden mirror frame again, lighting fixture as well. Look at this. Okay, and then of course we have our shower tub combo with our chrome shower head and faucet as well. And then continuing along, same deal. So let me know if you like the darker gray cabinetry with maybe the black hardware, the brush nickel, or if you like the chrome in itself. So a lot of times this is where the closet would be. But as you can see, the door hinges or the doors itself, they just kind of get tangled up and stuff like that. So I really appreciated the fact that they did that in here. So plenty of walk room again in here, similar size in nature. I always like to go to the corner so that way you can see the full scope of the room itself. But I tell you what, you can really never go wrong with the Perry Homes. If you're ever looking into a Perry Homes, no matter if it's in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, really, that's going to be your best bet right there. When in doubt, Perry Homes it out. I'm going to coin that phrase right there, you know. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a ton of other builders that I'm a huge fan of. This is just one of those ones that, you know, anybody that has ever purchased one, you can even look online. You'll very rarely see bad reviews. And if you ever see one, the problem, it might be minor or something of that nature, but it usually gets fixed within a certain time frame, very promptly, in my opinion. Okay, so the last but not least is going to be our backyard. We'll make sure to see our covered backyard patio. So if you notice, the brick exterior extends here. We have this extension for our covered, the patio itself. Extremely spacious, extremely roomy. Look at that. Let me do a full scope. Now the good thing is, eventually they will sell off the model home. So if you want this lake view right here, and you're okay with seeing the neighbors with the iron fence, then this is certainly a good lot and a good location in my opinion. So straight ahead, right there, you would go out to the right. You can head out there to Richmond. To the left, you go out there to I-10, and then you know, you could even get to Cypress. You can hop on 99, and if you're not familiar with it, just get on maps. You'll see 99, and then you'll head north, and then you can get to Katy. You can get to Cypress, all that stuff. But this is the back of the property. And that was the beautiful Perry Homes. All right, Rankin family, that was the beautiful Perry Homes right here in Fulshear, Texas. Let me know in the comments what you folks thought about it. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information below. We'll get you taken care of. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you folks on the next property tour.